Welcome to Leonardo channel, and today we'll be looking at Abba and Press video on what Andrew said that made him lose his fight late last year. So, and if you are new here, do well to show Paul some love. It keeps the energy going. So let's get into it.
Tate got his on his Rumble account, and he had some things to say about how he feels about the loss.
I'm a better boxer. If I didn't get tired, I would have won. Chase beat me, but he didn't instill fear in my heart. I'm not afraid of fighting. I'm not afraid of him. He just beat me. I don't even know. I've not yet had time to process why he beat me. I got tired.
So you haven't had time to process why you beat you, but you're saying that you are every fight, like if a fighter loses his fight, like it doesn't mean that at the end of the world you go back and train, but you should not claim that maybe it didn't affect you to some point.
The second round, and I don't know why.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm sort myself a little bit. Saying you only lost because you got tired. It's like saying you only lost a soccer game because the other team scored more points. Yeah, you don't.
What made you tired? Is it not because of the fight, or maybe because of the points that the guy was throwing and how the guy was attacking you? Like you didn't train before the fight, or you wasn't ready before the fight, or you slept a lot before the fight, and when you or didn't have enough sleep when you came into the ring after the first round, you're already getting tired. It doesn't make sense to some point. It just man, take the blame take it that you lost, and maybe fix a fight later and you can justify yourself and everything you're saying, but it's more like talking too much at some point.
You're probably getting clapped. I'm just saying, it is kind of a pathetic thing to watch someone say, yeah, man, he beat me because I was unprepared.
Sure, like,
okay, why did you prepare?
Why are you getting tired?
That's what that means. And guys, I want to make something clear. I don't actually care that this man lost in a fight. I just like it when assholes who take their time to shit on everybody when they're down. You know what I mean? When it's your turn, I'm going to be petty. When Tate spends all his time saying, what do you call someone who loses? A loser. Okay, well.
And now you're a loser and you're trying to put the blame not on you, same people. Oh, no, it doesn't make sense.
Right now, and you're making it look 100 times worse by coming out saying, I only lost because I got tired. How are you ever a professional fighter and that's a valid thing that you're saying? I'm just curious. Go ahead, preach. No. Okay, we're 15 minutes in. I appreciate your contribution.
And I think you have up to like, in terms of fights, you have up to like 8 rounds, and you're saying you're tired just in the second round. It doesn't.
You know what? I appreciate it. You're cooking right now. I'm wearing the hat, but Preach is really embodying the energy.
I could care less.
And I feel it. Thank you.
You're cooking.
Okay.
The first and second round, he couldn't touch me. If I didn't get tired, I would have won. I'm a better boxer. But I did get tired. Maybe it's ring rust. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe he's too heavy and he kept leaning on me.
Maybe it's fair, but you went to the fight like claiming that you beat the shit out of the guy. Now you are claiming that you got tired in the second round. You were beating him in the first and second round. So why did you get tired in the second round? Is it that you were beating him, that your strength have gone into beating him in the first round? Yeah, and you still have more rounds to go. So it doesn't make sense.
I don't know why.
You have to know why.
That there are forces larger than us people that exist. And I said that the answer was already written. Why did I get tired? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is that I was not supposed to win. Why was I not supposed to win?
Because you got tired.
Is the world a better place?
Man, this is crazy. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Even listening to him saying it doesn't make sense for him to lose. Why doesn't it make sense for him to lose? You are not fighting here. You are fighting another guy. You are fighting an opponent. So the person actually got ready, and the person wasn't thinking about getting tired in the second round, but you were there saying you don't know. It doesn't make sense why you should lose. You lost, bro. Like, you lost the fight.
I've lost. Maybe the win means more to Chase than it means to me. Maybe Chase couldn't handle the loss.
Maybe you were the better person to handle the loss. That was why the loss was given to you. Yeah, you can't handle a win. You can't be a winner or what? Is it like? But you call people losers, but you can't handle a loss. But
Hey, yo. Can we just appreciate this is like the number one male self-improvement person in the world? And watch how he just running from accountability, saying it was meant to be. Listen, he could have had it easy.
And if we are talking about accountability, maybe you can go on like our previous video. We had this series. We talked about the pathetic life of our current alpha male, which we know all know that Tate is leading them. And in when you talk about accountability, at times, or many at times, it tends to be far from them. You now mentioning that you lost because maybe your opponent can't handle losing. Like if you are one, how would it have been? Like it doesn't.
Rep boost just by saying, you know what, I didn't do everything I could to win this. I wasn't hungry enough. I didn't do my prep work, and the other person was, and I didn't compensate for my age.
No, I lost because it meant more for him than me.
And I had this conversation with a friend of mine recently, but like, one thing that always really sticks out to me is whenever I watch these red pill people, the most popular people in the world, these like alpha males or whatever, they always exhibit such like lame fucking behavior in terms of taking accountability, in terms of leadership, all these different things. And I think it's so crazy to me that I don't meet these kinds of people in real life on a regular basis, but I look online and the most popular people are those like lacking in humility, lacking the ability to like self-assess themselves, being humble enough to be like, you know what, I didn't do enough. And it's
Yeah.
not even that hard, but their egos are so fucking big.
Yeah.
And it's just like, to be honest with you, I don't even feel any type of way about Tate winning or losing. I don't really care, but it's a funny thing to watch a man considering himself a leader of men, but can't just admit he didn't do enough. And I say this because like in the military, it's the most basic thing. You don't carry your weight on a team, it's gonna show in the result, generally speaking.
And the truth is that you see people that follow him, that the fan base, we come out to defend them like as if you can't assimilate things and understand how things work. Like we see some people defending him that be saying that okay. If you go to the comment section, you surely see some people defending him and be like, "Oh, we know you lost. You are the one that can handle the loss, losing, but the other guy can't handle him. He's still coming up. You are old. Maybe you are getting tired, and also sort of thing that we find a way to defend him or to massage his ego. Some point, you might be worried about those people. You might not be even worried about Tate and the comment he's making that doesn't make sense to some point. You'll be baffled more about people that will be defending theirs and their actions.
Own it, we all fucking move on. It's like one of the first things you learn. And I'm watching this dude having made hundreds of millions off the backs of men, teaching them how to be men. And like this dude's got the ego of someone so large he can't embody any of the masculine behaviors that are like normally expected. And I don't even
Just simple accountability and taking responsibility of an action, like of your actions. You can't find it maybe when you buy the course or maybe when you teach you how to be a better man and an alpha man. So
I say masculine because I think being humble enough to admit your wrongs doesn't have to be tied to being a man.
just simple.
It's interesting that these guys want to be leaders, but part of leading is recognizing your own shortcomings so that you can protect the people behind you.
No, it's not my shortcomings. It's because it meant more for that person winning than it meant for me winning. That's why.
Yes.
That's everything there. Okay, well, thanks. I guess. Like, what can you say to that?
Why did he even accept the fight in the first place? Why does okay, I declare you the winner, you can go on, you can beat me and just leave everything.
Guys, I want you to transpose this to any person who's in a leadership position. Let's say you run a company. You guys lose 50% of your net worth in a single quarter. And the CEO gets in front of everyone and says, maybe God wanted us to
lose that money.
And it was part of his plan. I don't even know how we got here. I got tired.
Or even saying that okay, this we like our company can handle the loss better than people that actually won against us or traded against us.
To work, but it's part of the plan. I don't know how this happened. What kind of leadership does that inspire? And I spent so much time in male spaces hearing about like, women don't take accountability. Women don't take it. And then every time I see any of these like red pill dweebs or like any of these guys, they're allergic. That's the most telling part for me. But yeah, and you can transpose that to any leadership position. Like, a leader can stand in front of people that work for him and always say, like that's a complete failure.
Maybe God decided, you know what, Chase has been through enough with mocking and things on the internet. Chase doesn't need the loss right now. Andrew can handle the loss better. Maybe God decided.
God decided. So God didn't show you before the fight, or you didn't know that God decided before the fight that you are coming in to say all these things. You can't even take responsibility. Like the main thing for me, the main people I'm surprised about, the people that believe in his teaching and believe in him and follow his principles to some point.
So you lost because it was God's plan. So you see how he tries to position his failure as some kind of greater good.
If God decides that for some reason he's going to instantly gas me when I was in perfect physical condition so that I lose, then I have to accept.
But you just said long ago that maybe you are old, maybe you are not fully fit, and now you are claiming that it's God after you being fully fit, it's God that decided for you to lose. Everything this guy have been saying from the beginning, like
God's
it
decision.
doesn't make
You
sense to
were not
some.
in perfect condition.
Nah, no,
Even
no.
at the second round, you got gassed. I'm sorry.
Nah.
You were perfect condition.
That's not perfect condition.
But you are training before the fight, you trained all through before the fight.
Huh?
That's not what that means.
But no, not usually, no.
Millions. He's made off the war room trying to teach men how to be men. Can't even admit he didn't do enough cardio to prepare himself for this. Can't even admit he didn't strategize enough to compensate for the weight difference or age difference. I don't know. I think you can tell a lot about a person with how they handle defeat.
Yeah.
You know, I
Sure.
personally find it very inspiring. When someone loses, you're like, he was a better man. That's it. I have to get back in the gym and work on some stuff and see where I went wrong. I think that's really cool. And
Just like I said, like you have lost, like get back. If around this year the guy shows interest in fighting you again, put up a fight, put up the date, put up the venue, go fight him again. And if you win, you justify yourself. But the worst scenario, if you lose again, like you don't have anything to prove. But even if you lose again and you don't talk this much, it doesn't go to that extent of people that are talking down on you or maybe attacking you.
when I work with people, I think that's also awesome. I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. I was not paying attention, but that's my responsibility. I own that. End of story.
No, but there's a lot of times when I was watching fighting and I didn't like the other guy, but just because he said that, I was like,
Mm.
you know what? You make more sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You just accept what you did and what you did not do. Y'all are busy.
Yeah.
Well, they don't like us because of the Matrix. No, because you're not.
Yeah, the
I
Matrix.
just have like a hate boner for like the red belt. I wish, from the bottom of my heart, I wish that there was a good male self-improvement movement that focused on actually empowering men to be better and to being accountable and to being more present and being more family oriented. But I realize like a lot of these movements just wear all this stuff as a veneer. They'll talk about like, oh, family values, a nuclear family. They all want to have a harem. You know, they all want to not be present in kids' lives. They all are allergic to accountability, tell women to be accountable. Like, and it's unfortunate because I remember I had some goodwill towards the red pill early on. You know, back when it was 2017, because I saw a need for it.
Yeah. For me, I still have that. Like back then when it started happening, I do listen to most of them, but to some point, you got to discover that most of them are coming out of like trauma and coming out of their past experience that they have with women and their family, maybe in past relationship. They are coming out now with full force against the women, and they are now shedding it in the umbrella of okay, the red pill trying to make you a better man, trying to make you an alpha male, not you knowing to some point you'll be turning like a villain to relationship, to accountability, to responsibility, like taking it full, like full chase and taking that defeat. Why is it hard for him to do? Why is it so hard for you to say, okay, I agree
Once you
that I
get to the
lost?
point and realize all these motherfuckers are scammers, they all do interviews with other like crypto scammers, people who are literally fraudsters who've been charged and indicted. It's just like makes you realize like, oh, this whole movement, even though it may have a good intention, it's got so many bad apples involved. You
Yeah.
can't take it any type way seriously.
At some point, the main thing that crowns it all, like them selling a course. Like if you try to make people better, if you try, come make it openly, like talk about your experience and everything, teach people how to be better. And today you're learning that, okay, you see, accountability and responsibility is a problem. So I would like to hear your thoughts. I would like you to say it or share it in the comment section. Do it to like, subscribe, and stay in tune because we have more videos coming. Thank you.